every photo you upload, every bank transfer you make, every video you stream, it all has to live somewhere. Not in a magical cloud, but in physical machines, real buildings on real land. And here's the twist. Much of the world's most precious data from governments, banks, tech giants, and even your personal life is being stored in one of the most unlikely places on Earth. Frozen, windswept island that for centuries was considered irrelevant. Today, it has quietly become the vault of the internet. The island nobody cared about. Far in the icy North Atlantic sits an island that, for most of history, barely mattered. It was cold, volcanic, windswept, more of a survival zone than a destination. Fishing villages dotted its shores, sheep outnumbered people, and winters dragged on for months. No major empires fought over it, no great discoveries came from it, and travelers mostly ignored it. It was a place forgotten by the world. But history has a funny way of turning the most unlikely places into the most important ones. And this lonely rock in the ocean was about to become the vault for the modern world's greatest treasure data. 2. The problem of too much data. Today, everything we do creates information. Your phone calls, your selfies, your bank transactions, even the GPS signal telling you where to go. By 2025, experts estimate humanity will create over 175 zettabytes of data. That's a number so massive, it's almost impossible to imagine enough to store every movie ever made, hundreds of millions of times. But here's the problem. All that data can't just disappear into the cloud. It has to live in massive data centers, giant warehouses filled with servers humming night and day. And those centers have huge problems. They overheat, they burn through electricity, and they're juicy targets for cyber criminals. The world needed a safe, stable, and efficient place to protect the lifeblood of the internet, and suddenly the forgotten island started to look very valuable. 3. Why this island was perfect. Unlike most countries, this island had a secret weapon. Freezing winds and icy air naturally cooled giant halls of servers, saving billions in electricity. Then came the power source. The island sits on volcanoes and waterfalls, giving it nearly unlimited renewable energy. While other nations worry about burning coal or gas to run data centers, this island runs them on clean geothermal heat and hydropower. Next, stability? No major wars. No political chaos. A neutral, reliable government trusted by the world. And finally, geography. It sits right between North America and Europe, the perfect midpoint for undersea cables carrying internet traffic across the Atlantic. For tech giants, the island wasn't just convenient, it was perfect. 4. The rise of data fortresses? Once the world caught on, construction began fast. Old military bunkers carved into the earth were transformed into data vaults. Vast underground chambers, once meant for weapons, now held servers blinking with blue and green lights. Fiber optic cables snaked under the ocean floor, stretching thousands of miles to connect the island with New York, London, and Paris. Suddenly, this land of volcanoes and sheep farms became the most valuable crossroads in cyberspace. Every second, millions of emails, financial transactions, and videos began quietly passing through, and most people never even knew it. 5. The internet's invisible heartbeat. When you stream Netflix, upload TikToks, or swipe your credit card, it feels instant. But in reality, your data is traveling, often across the ocean, bouncing between continents, routed through this very island. Invisible, silent, yet absolutely essential. If the island systems went down, the ripple effect would be global. Flights could stop, banks could lock up, entire nations could go offline. All because of one tiny place the average person couldn't even find on a map. It doesn't look powerful, but in the 21st century, control over data means control over everything. 6. The treasure island of the 21st century. Here's the twist most people don't know. This island doesn't belong to Washington, Beijing, or Silicon Valley. It's independent. Instead of fighting wars or hoarding resources, it rents out its land and energy, becoming the landlord of the internet. That gives it incredible power, but also makes it vulnerable. Because if anything, an earthquake, a cyber attack, or even political unrest struck here, the consequences would be felt instantly worldwide. This once forgotten rock has become the heartbeat of the internet. The treasure island, not of gold, but of something far more valuable, is the data of the modern world. And without it, life as we know it could simply switch off.